Rightio! Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully, you are enjoying your weekend, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully, you're having a great day nonetheless. We are playing. We are continuing, to play a little bit of catch up in the realm of the OSTs. Because this is episode 12 of season 2 of OST Saturday here on the LT K-pop channel. We are taking it back to the middle of February from this year. Because, well, of course, I was away. February would have been around the time where I was finishing up like driving school. I was still doing cram school. I was getting ready to move house. And it was a very busy time of the year. And I wasn't recording stuff. But we're making our way back around to some of the OSTs that we missed. Because I love OSTs, I love OST Saturdays, and there's a reason why we've been doing it trying to do it every single week over the past 2 years or so, because OSTs are terrific. So, on the docket this week, a little bit of Mr. Kazuta from n.SSign. I reckon we're probably going to get a lot of Japanese viewers. Nihonjin no minasan, konnichiwa. Miss HYNN makes a return to OST Saturdays for the first time this year, I think. Siyeon from Dreamcatcher, that's going to be very tasty indeed. It's always a great day when you get your alt group involved in an OST Saturday. And then finishing up with Miss Yeonjung of WJSN, who I miss dearly, and hopefully we get new music from them at some point soon. But enough talking for now. Let me roll intro real quick and let's get started, shall we? Here we go! Apologies if I keep kind of looking over in that direction. I am making dinner. Well, I'm stewing some dinner, and I have it going on the stove over there. I'm just making sure it doesn't boil over or anything like that. We should be okay for while we're doing this little block of OSTs, but, you know, better safe than sorry, right? Cook responsibly, kids. Anyways, song number 1, Mr. Kazuta from n.SSign, with I Will Find You from Snap and Spark. It looks like we're doing the Japanese version of it. I don't know if there is a Korean version of it, but either way, this was the first thing that popped up on when I was queuing up stuff, so we're gonna send this version instead. Kazuta, in terms of the n.SSign setup, oftentimes does get a lot of the kind of major moments in n.SSign songs. Like, whatchamacallit, like, you know, chorus, like killing points and choruses and stuff. So, I mean, he'll naturally slot into the OST realm pretty well. I don't know if we've had a solo OST from an n.SSign member yet. I'm pretty sure, actually, no, I can confidently say that we have had n.SSign OSTs in the past. I don't know if they've been member-specific ones, but you know what? Either way, let's check this out one time. Here we go. Oh, it's very bright. Oh, short pre-chorus. Good pre-chorus though. Two-stage chorus. But yeah, it's bright. Nice.
たしたいように僕は僕なりに光の中浮かぶ星のようにずっと僕はもっと輝くなら
I'm surprised at how kind of far forward his voice is in the verses. His voice is like pronounced in the mixing. Until you get to the chorus when you get all the instruments coming in. Slow it down one time, okay. Ah, hold the release for one beat. Really interesting how pronounced that little step up is in that line. Yeah, it's an extremely easy, bright song. And sometimes bright music like this can become a little bit overbearing because it's so bright. Not at all. Never got that sensation with this. It's the right amount of brightness because it feels lighthearted, but it doesn't feel like overwhelmingly sweet and bright either, and I like that. It suits his voice too. Like his treble loaded tone for a song like this, I think really suits him, and maybe that's part of the reason why I like the more vocally bright n.SSign songs. Like in terms of title tracks, I really liked Higher because of just how dramatic but vocally driven that song was. I really liked New Star because of how bright and vocally charged it was. So maybe that's the kind of n.SSign music that I lean towards, but those are songs with all the members of n.SSign. Kazuta on his own like this though, he's got his tone very much works. He's got a naturally high treble voice, and it makes sense why he gets placed in the places in the songs that he sings is like the high vocal parts, because I mean it's kind of a perfect fit at this point. And yeah, I can't really complain about this one. Nice, good start. I wonder why this is like a Japanese version though. Snap and Spark is a Korean web drama, I think. And all the OSTs that we've checked out from the show have been in Korean, so I wonder why they made Kazuta sing in Japanese for this one. Anyways, we keep her moving. Miss HYNN. I love HYNN's voice. I think it's spectacular. So much power, so much color, so much texture. And well, she's kind of become a staple in the OST realm, especially after WSG Wannabe Gaia G, their release last year. But Miss HYNN with the song Not Alone for Dr. Slump, again, is a show that we have touched on before, and well, there's a reason why I keep coming back to it. I explained it in the last episode with what show was it? Lovely Runner, yeah. There's a reason why shows make repeat appearances, because the OST lineup is immaculate. And well, it's kind of looking like Dr. Slump might be going in that direction as well. So let's check this one out. Here we go. And even following really high vocal part that was that final chorus, she still has the ability to really just give you a nice soft landing at the end of the day. It's she's so good. I love what she can do with her voice. And for me, HYNN has just the most tasteful power vocal in this OST setting. It just, she does it so much justice. And even in her solo stuff as well. We haven't checked out a whole lot of stuff, but the songs that we have like checked out from HYNN's in terms of her solo discography, or I guess her studio discography, I should say, the vocal quality has been top tier and then some. And that's kind of one of those guarantees from her at this point, is whenever there's a song from Miss HYNN, regardless of if it's an OST or a solo release or a collab or whatever it may be, the vocals, spelled with a W because her vocals only take W's. Vocals. Very important. I had to go and check on Miss Stews. We are good to go for another, I think, couple of songs. So let's move sharpish before I hopefully don't burn my kitchen down. Miss Siyeon of Dreamcatcher. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Siyeon, in terms of her solo music, much like HYNN, you're kind of guaranteed some power vocals. And very, admittedly, I'm coming from a very biased point of view because Dreamcatcher are my alt K-pop group. Full stop. There's groups that have come close to dethroning Dreamcatcher, but realistically, Dreamcatcher I think will probably forever be my alt K-pop group. And Siyeon is one of the reasons why. Not because she's my bias or anything, because her vocals are just stupendously good. I mean, she dropped Start Over right at the end of last year, the Itaewon Class OST cover that she released as a special single. It was terrific. So if we got something like that, oh, I am going to be very happy indeed. But this is Miss Siyeon of Dreamcatcher with the song Don't Go Back from Queen of Divorce. Here we go. Hold on a second. We are off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. Thank you for keeping this high tempo up. Look, Dreamcatcher and the rock concept will forever be a combination of the gods. And admittedly, this is a different vein of rock than what Dreamcatcher are known to do. I don't care, it's still rocky enough. Oh, and I wish I had my guitar. What does this remind me of, though? It kind of reminds me of, like, American high school, like, high school life Disney Channel film. I don't know why. Like, it's really light rock, but like, it's got the gang vocals, it's bright, it's uplifting, but it's got that rock bite to it. Rapper Siyeon, hold on a second. Rapper Siyeon and the high soft voice Siyeon? What is happening here? The guitar riff is so simple and so nice too. Get a nice little bit of like lead guitar elements going on here to finish. And a bona fide chord to finish. Nice bona fide G major chord to finish. Okay, what just happened? We got rapper Siyeon on an OST. What? I'm trying to like I'd like to think of myself as pretty familiar with DC's discography. I don't remember when the last time, if ever, we've heard rapper Siyeon on a song of that quality. She might have had ad-libs here and there, but like an out-and-out verse? What? Well, I'm gonna go back to that, because what just, like... You don't get this on a DC, like, studio release. What? Shit. Like, I've been knew you're talented, but what? Where did you pull that one from? Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's really nice. Admittedly, if I were approaching this from a Dreamcatcher does rock so well mindset, this would be way too bright for me. But because I can approach this as kind of on its own terms, you know, OST, like this is going to be different from a DC release or even a Siyeon solo release, because she has technically had 2 solo releases at this point. You know, she had Paradise before Scream era, and then of course she had Start Over right at the end of last year. Those have been pretty powerful and dramatic songs. Like Gaho's Start Over, back when that dropped, what, almost 4 years ago, was already a pretty dramatic song. And then Paradise is a really emotionally deep song, right? Like, it's a song that's really deep, especially for the person who's singing it. So to have a song that is just Siyeon that goes in this really bright and hip uppity like direction like this should feel foreign to me, but it doesn't. And I think it comes down to that kind of rock bite that this song has, because it very much kind of feels like it makes its way back to that DC sound, so to speak. Dreamcatcher and rock have been two peas in the pod since debut. That is one thing that's like always been associated with Dreamcatcher's music, is that rock sound. And so don't go back. While it's a completely different vein of rock than what Dreamcatcher had done, it still feels like it connects to that Dreamcatcher music world, so to speak. So highly approve of that one. Actually, I'll just do the next button. Rightio, Miss Yeonjung. Oh, I missed hearing your voice, madam. She's been doing some musical theater stuff, right? Because she's in a production with Shonu, I think. I think I saw pictures of that. But either way, love to see Yeonjung getting involved in the musical theater side of things, because Lord knows her voice is more than capable of pulling off the musical theater side of things. But it's always great to be able to check back in with her and her kind of studio recorded music side as well. And hopefully, I'm crossing every single like finger and limb and whatever that I have for a WJSN release of any capacity this year. I don't care if it's, you know, a WJSN the Black comeback, and I kind of hope it is a WJSN the Black comeback. But I don't care if it's a WJSN the Black comeback. I don't care if it's another Chokome release. I don't care if it's the 8-member version of WJSN, the 10-member version of WJSN, or hell, even bring back C-Line for like, I don't really know what's going to happen with them this year. I just want more WJSN music in my life. And see, even the emergency services agree. Hopefully that person is not having a bad day. But you know what? Let's use this song as a way to hold over my craving for WJSN in the meantime. This is Miss Yeonjung with Lemon from Branding in Songsu, which is all. I think we covered this in episode 10, so last week when we did the first little block from February. Well, let's check this one out. And she's definitely capable of doing some really pretty vocals too. I take some power out, but she's also, she can really give it some beans vocally. It's a song in 3.
짧은 순간 이번에 잔뜩 꼬인 baby 한참을 머문요 강렬한 bittersweeter 그래 단 한 번은 짜릿함에 전부 변해버린 어쩔 줄을 몰라서 찡긋하곤 한참을 feel you
Really cool that her voice is like almost has a skipping feeling to it in like the quicker verse parts, and now she's stretching it out for this chorus. Yeah, the way Yeonjung is able to just like switch on and off the power at like a moment's notice is so cool to listen to. Yeah, and this verse chorus contrast thing going on. How quick, but how clear each note is in the verse sections, because much faster rhythmic sequence, right? And then stretch it out, a little bit of air to trail it off, a little bit of vibrato to finish. That contrast of the nice stretched elongated notes and the really crispy clean shorter notes. I wonder if she's gonna go any higher than this for this final chorus. We're already getting a little bit of extra seasoning involved. Oh no. I was kind of hoping we would get like that high Yeonjung power high note, but I'm not gonna complain too much. And the thing is, with Yeonjung's voice, even from like the early days of WJSN to, you know, IOI days and stuff, her voice has always had that distinct power element to it that is so easily identifiable. And I love the fact that that hasn't changed. The fact that it doesn't matter really what setting you're in, when you listen to Yeonjung sing, and sing in like on her terms, essentially, like singing her way, you know immediately who's singing, and you know immediately to lock in, because there's gonna be something special happening. And I feel like had she been in a different company, her singing style would have been entirely different. In a group, back when Yeonjung joined WJSN, once she had joined, they became a 13-member girl group. Back when n.SSign was still involved, right? 13 different voices. It should be really difficult to identify who's singing where. Never a problem with Yeonjung for me, just because her voice had that distinct power vocal element to it. Even when she, dropped it down a little bit, you still knew that this was a Yeonjung moment, just from the way she almost carried herself vocally. It's just a little bit different. And I'm so glad that she's getting musical theater roles as well. That's because I think Subin is also doing like musical theater and stuff. But in terms of K-pop vocalists, her and Bora from Cherry Bullet, so Yeonjung and Bora from Cherry Bullet, rest in peace Cherry Bullet, I miss you dearly, but them two, once you put them in their element in like the power vocal setting, they are unstoppable forces of vocal nature. And the fact that we get a slice of that in an OST like this, and we've gotten that on a couple of OSTs from Yeonjung already. Not just from this year, but from season 1 as well. It's that trademark Yeonjung that you get regardless of where you are. I love. I feel like I could have articulated the last 2 minutes a little bit better, but you know what? We sent it and we're gonna keep it in. But that is going to be it from me for at least this episode of OST Saturday, the catch-up episode of OST Saturday from the middle chunk of February of this year. Actually, let me see if I can find I have a Google Doc of all the songs that I missed. What do we have left? Okay, so in terms of a little spoiler for what will be coming in the next recap we do from the end of February, we've got Yedam from Branding and Songsu, which I believe was actually a recommended video on the Yeonjung one. Miss Ugi of Idol, The Vein, so that's Che Bo-hoon from Superband. Well, it's been about a year since we were watching Superband, so it'd be really cool to check back in with him again. And then Miss Iso of IVE, from The Queen in This Life, which is a webtoon. So 2 Branding and Songsu releases, a Marry My Husband release, and Queen in This Life webtoon, which I think we're coming back to. And those will be the final 4 songs from February that we check out. And then we get to move on to our final month of catch-ups, March. And I believe March has the longest list, so it may take a few weeks to get through March. But that's a problem for future me to figure out. For this week and for this episode, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.